Are you tired of not being super wealthy from crypto? Are you tired of not catching the new narratives and hitting the new niches before they go big time? Well, today I have the solution for you. I have an airdrop that I have been following and farming for a couple of weeks now, and have been building partnerships around and getting very deep in. So I can kind of give you the inside scoop on this. But what we're going to do is we're going to take advantage of the Telegram gaming narrative, and we're going to talk about it through the Soon airdrop, which is the native currency of the TON station. And so in this presentation today, I'm going to present to you everything you need to know about the Soon airdrop and basically give you the ultimate guide to farming the TON station airdrop, which is the Soon airdrop. So let's go ahead and dig in. Now, TON Station is a collaboration between both Superverse and Sidus Heroes, two behemoths in the crypto gaming space. They've come together and are putting their power and their amplification and their audience and their know-how and their efforts together to make a play at being one of the leaders, if not the leader, of Telegram gaming. Now let's get into it. TON Station is the fastest growing Telegram game store. I'm going to show you exactly what that means. We're going to go through it just so you know and have a little bit of context as we go in. So let's talk a little bit about Telegram gaming. This is very important for you to know to really be able to capture the essence of why this is so important. Telegram, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, I assume that if you're watching this video and you're into crypto, you know this, but just to reiterate, Telegram is the global business layer of crypto. Meaning, if you're doing business on crypto, you are doing that most likely on Telegram. You might be doing it on Discord, but mostly you're doing your business, your real serious business on Telegram. All the VCs are there, all the projects that are raising are there, just about everybody's on Telegram. Additionally, it is built on crypto native infrastructure, TON, otherwise known as the Open Network. So the TON coin basically is representative of the Telegram network. So all that to say is it is built on crypto native infrastructure. There are 950 million users globally, so almost a billion users. There's probably 7, maybe approaching 8 billion people in the world. So 1 out of every 7, 1 out of every 8 people on this planet are already using Telegram. Now, Telegram gaming is part of the niche that I want to talk about, or is the niche that I want to talk about within this video, because Telegram gaming is the absolute newest, most red hot fire narrative in crypto gaming as of the recording of this in September 2024. My prediction is that it's only going to grow and become more than a narrative, more than a fad. It's going to become actually the leading gamer or user adoption platform or distribution platform for all of crypto gaming. The reason is because you can have native gameplay to crypto transactions, like that flow of you're playing a game, you want to execute a transaction, that can happen using crypto rails without having to leave the app. Meaning, right now in the world, you're seeing how the Apple Store is a pain in the ass for people who use crypto. The Google Play Store is the same, and everybody is trying to get their cut of all the transactions happening in crypto games if they're involving Web3 or crypto assets, whereas Telegram is just allowing that to happen, and it's allowing that to happen natively within the app. So usually if you wanted to do crypto transactions, you had to go outside of the iOS store or the Apple store or the Google Play Store or whatever. But with Telegram, you can stay in the app, and so the friction goes down, which means more business can happen. And so because of that, that's what I mean by it's built on crypto native infrastructure. It's natively in there. And so what we're seeing is that we're having this renaissance of crypto gaming within Telegram. And this is basically like the Facebook gaming, but for crypto, meaning mobile apps really hit big mainstream adoption. If you go back and look at this with the Farmville, the Zynga, the smaller games that were created and really hit mass adoption on the Facebook gaming platform. This stuff happened as kind of like a push from desktop or console gaming, PC or console gaming, and it pushed it into mobile really heavily through these social networking platforms. And this, I believe, is what's happening with Telegram gaming as well. Now, this is really good news because this means that you're relatively early to this stuff. However, because we've seen this play out before, you know that people are going to be looking for this kind of stuff. Everybody's searching for alpha, and so you don't really have that much time to really catch this, and so you need to act now, is basically what I'm trying to get out with this. There are already some examples of projects that are absolutely crushing it. Hamster Combat, 60 million users as in June 2024. Notcoin market cap reached 2.5 billion at ATH. They, as of the filming of this, are probably down around to 800, 900 million market cap. But we're in a little bit of like a one would hope it's a bear trap, but it is a little bit of a depression in the marketplace. But I think we could very easily see that change later September, early October into 2025. There are just a couple of catalysts there that might suggest that. However, in the long run, what we're seeing is that there's a huge amount of value here. Catizen, 28.5 million players, over 20 million in revenue since launch, relatively recent project, and MemeFi, over 45 million users. Now, if you've been paying attention to the crypto gaming world, you know that what crypto games are starving for, what they desire more than anything, are real users. And they really haven't been able to get those real users yet. I'm very optimistic, I'm very bullish, but it hasn't happened yet. And so when you see numbers like this on a nascent or a new platform such as Telegram Gaming, your spidey senses must begin tingling, and you must investigate this further. And this is why I say this: the highest likelihood for mainstream adoption for crypto gaming is by using the Telegram platform to acquire users for these games, and then doing something with that traffic. Now, let's talk a little bit about the leadership of TonStation. I kind of told you TonStation is kind of being positioned as like the game store of Telegram Gaming, so being that one central hub for everything gaming. Now, it is a fusion between Citus Heroes, which has very, very successful IP in the crypto gaming world, a launch pad led by a really, really top tier founder, Dan, and has just been absolutely crushing it. They have their IP, they have their different pieces of media, like their episodes and their comic books and their launchpad and their games. They're on the iOS store, and they're just building something really special over there. Superverse was created by Leo Trades, heavily backed as an advisor by Alex Becker. We know that Elliot and Alex are the two main leading voices in the crypto gaming world, at least in North America, in the English-speaking world, I would say. And so coming together, these two absolute powerhouse projects have now teamed up to come together to build TonStation. And so what you're kind of seeing is these two behemoths have placed their bets as far as Telegram and Telegram gaming narrative is concerned. And I can tell you, as of the filming of this, I also run ecosystem for Superverse. So I've had a hand in helping to put together this partnership and help build this. I can tell you, it's going to be big. And we're in the very early stages. And, I want to give you the alpha. So I can tell you that just based on what I know, we're just kind of getting started. But I also want to, respect my position and not drift into the realm of oversharing here. So all I can say is that this is extremely bullish. Now, I want to show you kind of some of the main parts of the TonStation ecosystem. So when you first log in, on the left-hand side, you'll see that you have this loading screen powered by Citus Heroes and Superverse. As you can see, some awesome graphics. When you come in, you see the home button. And on the home button, you can see, as of this screen, there's farming going. You can literally start farming this airdrop, and I'll get into this more, but just so you know, you could literally start farming this airdrop by clicking start farming, and then it'll show farming and it'll have this amount. We'll get into some of the keys of how to maximize this, but literally it's that simple. It is literally a tap to farm situation. So you have, this is on your home screen. You then have your quests, and quests are very important in the ecosystem because the game that's being played right now is a lot of people are doing big airdrops. They're giving away a lot of tokens in order to incentivize users to come in and use the app. It's a very much a land grab right now, where projects are giving away a lot of tokens and a lot of money to people who are early in coming in and being a part of these ecosystems. So the way that they're doing that is through their own airdrops. They're also doing quests, and so they're partnering up with other different projects and whatnot, and they are basically sending their traffic through quests over to other different projects, so that those projects can get traffic, and those projects are sending traffic over to the original app. So it's kind of like a cross-pollination, cross-marketing situation going on right now. It's very effective, and we're just seeing huge amounts of users coming through and doing stuff. And so you have this questing system here, and to incentivize doing the quests, it's paying out in the native token of that particular app. So Ton Station, the native token is Soon. We'll talk about that in a bit, but that's what happens on the questing part. Then you have the actual launcher, where you see all the different games. So you see like top games, exclusive games, first-party games, and you can see all the different games that are available for you to be able to play natively within Telegram here through the launcher. So this launcher, you could think of this as like the Steam of Telegram gaming for this launcher portion. Then you also have the roadmap, which I didn't have the room to fit on the screen, but it basically just shows you all the different things that have been done and all the things that are coming. And then, and this is going to be one of the keys of farming this airdrop, which is the referral section. There are currently 2 tiers available where you can refer people directly, and then they can refer people, and you'll get paid for both. There's one more level coming where you'll get paid based on the referrals of the people that you've referred. So it's very powerful. That's coming very soon. By the time you're watching this video, it should probably be live there. But referrals are a huge part of this game, and just sharing amongst your friends and family members and your colleagues and your work associates and creating content about it and so on and so forth. This is the way to maximize your referrals. We'll talk about this a little bit later on. But these are the main parts of the Ton Station ecosystem, and we're going to utilize most of these things in order to maximize our airdrop, which we'll talk in a little bit. Okay, so what is Soon? So Soon is the currency of the Ton Station. It powers the ecosystem, meaning a large percentage of all the platform revenues are literally used to buy and burn the Soon token. And so what that does is it essentially allows you to bet on the success of Ton Station as a whole by holding the Soon token. And it's much better because of the buy and burn to hold it, and to see the accumulation of value to the remaining tokens that you hold, as opposed to trying to like buy and sell and trade this stuff. Like it's gonna be much harder to buy, sell, trade this, and kind of play that game unless you're a master trader, in which case, why are you even watching this video? You already know what to do. But these are more for the people who want to farm this and really hold and try to bet on a platform being a leader in its category. Now, what are some of the bullish pieces? There's no lock investing. So what we've seen as kind of like the meta a lot this cycle is we've seen a lot of people or projects rather doing a low float high FDV, meaning they will release a teeny tiny amount of tokens onto the marketplace, and they'll hold most of those in vesting contracts. And so that means that there's not as much, in theory, there's not as much sell pressure because everything's vesting over time, meaning the tokens are locked over time. But what that does is it means that every month or every week or every day, depending on the vesting schedules, you have people that have put in money a while ago, and now they're waiting for profit on their investment. And so when that gets unlocked, that means they're going to dump on you. And so what we've seen is that the more that vests, it can be very, very bearish. So the bullish part about Soon is everything, it's 100% unlocked at TGE. And it's very low FTD. And so what that means is there are literally no tokens being vested, meaning nobody's getting these free tokens appearing in their wallets on a frequent basis that they're just going to dump on you. Everybody has had to buy it, and so they're going to have more skin in the game, and they're not going to be playing that lockup investing schedule game to be able to dump on you. There's no additional supply, there are no VCs, so all this stuff kind of goes hand in hand, but basically what you see is what you get. There's no like hidden unlocks that are coming where there's just a huge accumulation of tokens that are coming at any one given time. What you see is what you get. And so, in addition to that, the majority of the tokens are going to the community through the airdrop. So it's going to be a huge airdrop where most of the tokens are going to the community, whether it be through farming, through the airdrop, whether it be through playing the games. We'll get into all that a little bit later. And there's a super, super low FTV or fully diluted value upon TGE. So when this token launches, it's going to be very cheap. And so the game is to get as many tokens pre-TGE as you possibly can, get as many tokens at launch as you possibly can before that value skyrockets. Now, my secret alpha is that I can tell you there's going to be some pretty significant buy pressure coming. Obviously, not financial advice. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you that there are a lot of people taking a look at this token, and there are a lot of people very interested in this TGE. And because nobody can get in like early, everybody has to buy on the open market, and it's a very fair competition for everybody. And now it is a competition. You know, everything's PvP here in the markets. If you're making money, that means somebody else is losing money. And so, you know, if you're losing money, that means somebody else is making money. So you're competing with a lot of people, but the earlier that you get in, chances are the lower the valuation that you're going to be buying at, and valuation is just price. Okay, so the earlier you get in, the lower the price, the better it is. And, you know, timing actually, I'm just suggesting that paying attention early on is going to be helpful to you, but really you want to pay attention to the price. Always, always, always pay attention to the price. And by the price, I mean the valuation of the token. Now, I don't know if the FTV has been publicly released. I do know what the FTV is. I can't necessarily tell you what it is, but I can tell you that it is very low comparatively to what a lot of the other projects are trying to launch at. Typically, I've been seeing in a lot of the investor circles and pre-TGE and fundraising that's going on, a lot of the deals behind the scenes, they're trying to raise at between a 10 million to a 50 million fully diluted valuation on launch, and sometimes even higher than that. This is going to be much lower than that, which is very bullish. So the lower the FTV means the easier it is for you to hit multiples and to experience capital appreciation. Again, not financial advice, but some things to consider. But it could be bearish, and I want to talk about some of the bearish parts of this. Now, people have been farming this for a little while, and they've got a head start on you. And it will require coordination between all of us, myself included, to get higher on the leaderboards. One of the reasons why I'm building this video is because, one, I want you to know about Telegram Gaming, and I want to kind of use this airdrop as a Trojan horse to get you to pay attention to this narrative, because I believe it's going to help you in the long run. And I know that the more value that I add to you as a content creator, the more that, you know, I'm going to have added value to you, and therefore the more likely that my audience is going to grow. So I know that if I bring you better stuff and I create better content and I make you more money, then you're going to, you know, continue to be a part of my group of people that, you know, I communicate with and that I create content for and try to add value to. And that is something that I would like to do. I'd like to positively impact the world. So that's kind of what, you know, what am I in it for? I want to farm this airdrop because I want to make money. I want to share this with you and farm it with you so you can make money. And I want to build a group of people who are all farming together so we can all make more money together. And then we have a lot more people that are holding a lot more tokens. And so we can essentially sit here and fold together as a group, as a community, and then we can kind of win. And we can back this together. And all of it came from free farming, and you didn't have to spend any money. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. One other point of bearishness, it does require not selling immediately to realize serious gains. That's my bet. Because, like I said, there is no unlock. There's no additional supply. There are no VCs waiting to dump on you. The tokens are going to the community and super low FTV in the beginning, plus the buy and burn, plus I can just tell you there are some big players that are looking at this and want to be a part of it. You need to just give it some time to have this, the platform revenues start to really ramp up and scale up and have it buy and burn. So again, I want to add value to you. I know that we can all make more money together if we're all diamond handing together. And so I just want to encourage others to pay attention to what I'm doing, which is farming and holding. so that, hopefully if we're all farming and holding together, then we have a better chance of things going, in the right direction, and us and all of us making money together. Not financial advice, but I just want to be very transparent about my incentives and how they're aligned with yours. So how do we get soon pre-TGE? How do we farm this thing? The beauty is that there is a very simple way to farm this. It is very clear, it is not complicated, and we can dive into it and explore it right now. Okay, here's the thing. Every single day, we need to log in. And we just need to click the farm button like I showed you earlier. We can farm every 8 hours. So you can claim, this should say claim. You can claim every 8 hours and start farming again. Every day you get a bonus multiplier on the amount that you can farm every 8 hours. So logging in every day and then farming every 8 hours, you're going to maximize your individual ability to farm this. And it's just one tap farming. It doesn't cost you anything. You just click it with your finger and then you're good to go. Now, in addition to that, do all of the quests. Literally, by doing these very simple quests, joining other channels, following, retweeting, connecting with a Telegram wallet, a Ton wallet, doing all these things, it's so simple, and you can get a ton of Soon tokens just from doing these quests. Again, it's free. Do it. It's so easy. Then, and here is the key, then we need to work our referral networks. So we want to basically invite our friends. We want to show them how important this is, and you can even send them this video so that they can understand the real opportunity here. Show them how they can then invite other people and participate in this referral network. And again, let's say I refer you, you become part of my level 1, you refer somebody else, they become part of my level 2, but they're a part of your level 1. So you get paid every time the people you invite farm. I get paid for that too. And then when they invite other people, you get paid for that, and I get paid for that too. And then when they invite other people, you get paid for that, but I don't get paid for that. But you still get paid for that. So meaning it's a multi-level referral schema. So the more people that we all invite together, the more money that we all make, and the more that we're all farming this airdrop together. And again, even if we only get a few people, even if each one of us only gets a few other people, this really starts to ramp up. And the most important thing is that once we then get this airdrop, if we're all holding and waiting for the buy and burn to really kick in, then we have hold pressure instead of sell pressure, which is very bullish for the token. So every little bit counts. We can make a lot of money doing this. We can refer our friends, get them in, and then of course remind them every day to farm. The more that we're all farming together, the more that we're all doing these quests together, the better that it's going to be. And that's really it. It is really that simple. I would suggest if you have groups that you're a part of, let them know. You can share this video with them. But the more people that we get in, the more people that we have farming and really doing this stuff together, the better that's going to be for everybody. It's a very much win-win sort of situation. So, final thoughts here. I know this has been a bit of a long video, but look, whenever there's a new platform and it comes onto the scene in crypto, they are willing to give a lot of free tokens so that they can be first movers and gain users. They need to win early and establish themselves as the winners, and so they're willing to basically bribe us with free tokens. That's what's going on here. This is your chance, and this is our chance really, to be on the bleeding edge of the Telegram gaming narrative and get airdropped a potentially very valuable token for free. We don't have to pay anything for this. It's an airdrop, and we can literally just click a button every couple of hours and send a few invites to some of our friends and some of the groups that we're in, and literally we get airdropped tokens. Now, if you already have capital and you're kind of wealthy, I would consider paying attention to the TGE, maybe buying one secondary, again, NFA, do your own research, all that kind of stuff. But if you have capital, you probably have some followers in a community. You can use this to help your followers get paid. If you don't have capital, use this to get yourself paid. Or if you do have capital and you still want to get yourself paid, do this too, because you can, there's the multi-level referral program, and so we can all get paid together. There's no downside. Literally, there's no downside. You would take a few seconds every day to click a couple buttons and farm this. That's it. You just farm it and you get the airdrop, and it is so simple right now. There are very few times in life where you have the opportunity to make substantial amount from an airdrop without having to like put up your own money or really do anything that's difficult. You can literally just tap a few buttons on your Telegram app and you will make money. So all to say, it does end October 4th, 2024, so we need to hurry and we need to move fast. Now, I built this presentation because I wanted you to understand the opportunity. Also, I want you to become a part of my referral team. And so I'll have a link in the description. It will be my referral link. You can see what it is. You'll need to click it on mobile. Everything happens on mobile here. So go ahead and click that. Join in, start farming, do the quests, start referring other people, and we can all take advantage of this Telegram gaming narrative together. Now, if you're watching this after October 4th, I'm sure there are still some incentives to be a part of this and check it out. But I want you to look back in history and I want you to see whether or not this was actually successful. And the reason why I would like you to do that is because the next time I come across something and bring it to you, then you'll know whether or not you can trust what I'm saying. And I'd like my results and history and true, real facts and evidence. I would like that to be how you see me in your eyes, because I'm here to bring you the best content. I'm here to bring you the best opportunities, and I'm here to make sure that we can all make it together. WAGME, go farm, click the link in the description, and let's do this.